Hi, my name is Daniel Naslund, and I'm partners with Emily Petersen, and this is our marketing plan for Alaska Airlines. To start things off, we've prepared an overview of our marketing plan. I'll start out by talking about a company description and then go into stating our business mission. After that, I'll continue with a situational analysis, which includes an industry analysis and the SWOT analysis. After that, Emily will take over and she will talk about marketing objective and then the marketing strategy, which obviously includes target marketing strategy and the marketing mix. She will then talk about implementation, evaluation, and control, which includes financial projections. After that, I'll wrap things up with a quick summary. Now, here's a brief description of Alaska Airlines. The company is based out of Seattle, Washington. The airline originated in 1932, then known as McGee Airways. After many mergers and acquisitions of other airlines, including such companies as Star Air Service, it became known as Alaska Airlines in 1944. It has since then expanded greatly and now has service not only within the state of Alaska, but also throughout the continental United States, Canada, Mexico, and four of the Hawaiian Islands. Alaska Airlines carries more passengers between the state of Alaska and the lower 48 than any other airline. It is classified as a major carrier, meaning that it generates more than $1 billion in revenue each year. And it's the seventh largest U.S. airline in terms of passenger traffic. Alaska Airlines currently operates with hubs in Seattle, Ted Stevens here in Anchorage, and one hub in Portland. Alaska Airlines' sister carrier, Horizon Air, is closely integrated into Alaska Air's operations, with Alaska and Horizon sharing many routes, and both airlines are owned by the same parent company, Alaska Air Group. Alaska Airlines' business mission reads as follows. At Alaska Airlines, our employees share an uncommon blend of integrity, professionalism, caring, resourcefulness, and spirit. Every day, we strive to bring these values to life through behaviors and deeds that go above and beyond the ordinary. What we call north of expected and Alaska spirit in action. To the people of Horizon Air, the Pacific Northwest is more than a place to do business. It's our home. Because of this, we have an innate interest in the welfare of the region and its people, and in doing all we can to make it an even better place. To illustrate the first part of our situation analysis, we chose this graph that shows the airline industry analysis trends. As you can see, the airline industry went through a rough time in the late 90s and the early 2000s. The main goal of almost every airline was to survive the economic crisis. For example, the terrorist attack on 9/11 had a major impact on the passenger traffic for airlines. Next, after the economy was on the rise in 2002, airlines needed to learn how to adapt to the new atmosphere. They focused on making their operations more efficient and tried to find new ways to cut costly expenses. From these new adaptations, airlines spent the greater part of 2 years, starting in 2003, recovering from the losses they experienced during the first surviving period. Now, from 2005 to present, most airlines have focused on finding new ways to increase passenger traffic, retain customers, cut the cost of expenses, and operate more efficiently. Also, recently and historically, the airlines have faced many frustrations, including the cost of oil, pollution control, personnel cutbacks, global economic woes, and recurring safety lapses. Obviously, the airline industry is a highly competitive market, and we could fill page after page with competitors of Alaska Airlines. However, we have decided to focus on just a few main competitors, and they are Southwest Airlines, mostly because they now offer flights in the Northwest, and they can offer these flights at a low cost. Delta Airlines, United Airlines, Frontier Airlines, American Airlines, and U.S. Airways all share the fact that they offer a lot of flights out of the same airports as Alaska Airlines, and therefore they can also be called main competitors. The customer market that Alaska Airlines is trying to reach is a very diverse one. It is made up by everything from business users and families to independent travelers. And the challenge for Alaska Airlines is to keep their fares low, since the mentality of the customers have changed from being very loyal in the past to being more a low fare searcher mentality in the present. Even though technology advances at a rapid pace in the airline industry, Alaska Airlines have been able to be one of the companies that push the pace. They currently have several Boeing 737-900s, which are bigger, faster, and can operate over a longer range than previous models. They've also introduced the head-up guidance systems, which allows their planes to operate better in foggy conditions. They have several other state-of-the-art navigation systems. Also, they have computer self-check-ins, which you could do at home before you even get to the airport, or at kiosks at the airport. You could book tickets and log your miles on the internet. And for your in-flight experience, they have Wi-Fi so that you can surf the internet, and digiplayers so that you can watch movies and your favorite TV shows. Our SWOT analysis will include Alaska Airlines' greatest strengths, their weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. We believe the company's greatest strengths are its committed employees that are professional and dependable. They offer a reliable service that gets the customer to the destination content and on time. Alaska Airlines strives every day to become more environmentally friendly and energy efficient. Furthermore, the company has a positive image in the eyes of the travelers, and the company has sturdy financial resources and conducts strong market research in order to meet customer needs. The weaknesses are that they have high production costs, especially in the form of the fact that fuel and oil are pricey. It's costly to train pilots, flight attendants, and ground staff, and they have a high spoilage rate, meaning that when the doors are closed and a seat is empty, they cannot resell that seat. Unlike an inventory system where an unsold product could be sold the following day. It is also hard to make quick schedule changes, which means that the company has a weak flexibility. The opportunities for Alaska Airlines are as follows. Continual expansion for both leisure and business destinations, meaning that Alaska Airlines can continue to search for new destinations for their travelers. They can get more fuel-efficient aircraft, which will save costs in the future. They can add more in-flight technology to generate revenue. Like we talked about earlier, they have the Wi-Fi and the digiplayers, and they can continue to build on that. They can create link-ups with other carriers to coordinate schedules. The threats for Alaska Airlines are the fact that the airline industry is closely connected with the economic downturns that could possibly happen, and this would affect the average person's willingness to travel. The price of fuel, which is in today's society, is quickly rising. Terrorist attacks and plagues can negatively affect air travel, and government can impose new costly rules that would hurt the airline industry. And now Emily will talk about Alaska Airlines' marketing objectives.
Thanks, Daniel. Alaska Airlines' main objectives are to receive customer satisfaction values of 95% on the 2012 Annual Customer Satisfaction Survey, and to have 75% of those customers as repeat customers in 2013. Next, to increase Alaska Airlines market share by 5% by increasing advertising by 10% during the 2012 year. And finally, to have a 90% on-time average, not weather-related, in the 2012 year so that customer satisfaction value will be at the goal of 95%. The next few slides will show you how Alaska Airlines plans to meet these objectives. The marketing strategy that Alaska Airlines will carry out to meet these objectives includes the target marketing strategy. Geographically, Alaska Airlines directs marketing and sales efforts within the U.S., Canada, and Mexico, because that's where their flights land and take off. Alaska Airlines focuses a lot on finding out about the lifestyles of their target customers. They offer vacations to popular destinations and tropical areas for those who need a break from their day-to-day lives, and a good mileage program to encourage repeat flying and to help customers save a little bit of money, which is great for business people too. The target market is made up of approximately 235,016,000 people with a growth rate of 14.4%. The marketing mix includes the product, or in this case it's a service, of flights to and from many U.S. cities and destinations in Mexico and Canada. This service includes checking baggage, which Alaska Airlines has a very unique program, because if you do not receive your baggage within 20 minutes of landing, you get 2,000 free miles on your mileage plan, or $20 off your next flight. And the service includes refreshments on the plane and the actual flight to the destination. Like I said before, this is not a product, but a service for the customer. Also, services differ based on the length of the flight. For longer flights, for example, the customers might receive an in-flight movie for entertainment. The service also differs based on the cost of the seat. For example, first-class seats are served free beverages, free food, and can also receive free digiplayers. The product marketing team focuses on quality of service. For example, one promotion they used was, for the same cost, you just get more, meaning that you might buy a ticket for the same price on Alaska Airlines, but you do get more service. Additionally, a major weakness of the service is flight tardiness, which can be because of weather, many different factors. The place and distribution aspect of the marketing mix includes a headquarters in Seattle, Washington, where Alaska Airlines has hubs in Seattle, in Portland, and in Anchorage, like said before. Their flights are offered through alaskaair.com, where most of their tickets are sold, but tickets are also sold through other sites like Travelocity and Orbitz, where prices can be compared between airlines. Also, customers can buy tickets in the comfort of their own home on computers, even flights that are the same day. The price of flights vary from destination to destination and how far ahead the ticket is booked. Approximately 6 weeks before is when the customer can get the best priced ticket. Prices are competitive with other airlines in the industry. The strategy of Alaska Airlines is to charge the lowest possible fare that still enables the airline to make a profit, but can offer the customer a price they can accept. Alaska Airlines places a lot of emphasis on the promotion aspect of their marketing mix. Like I said before, they emphasize their quality service. Customers find out about flights on Alaska Airlines from other customers, email, advertising, and the website alaskaair.com. However, there's not much reliance on direct selling anymore, which results in less customer service, but it's much more convenient for a customer to go online and buy their ticket through the website quickly instead of having to sit down and call an agent on the phone who will have to book their ticket for them. Alaska Airlines also has the frequent flyer mileage plan, which encourages customers to fly with Alaska Airlines again and again to accumulate miles, which they can use to redeem for a 50% off discount on flights or free flights. Finally, with this mileage program comes the MVP flyers, which are people who fly 25,000 miles in a year, and MVP Gold flyers, who fly 75,000 miles in a year, which get special perks such as boarding the plane first and receiving free digiplayers. The implementation, evaluation, and control of Alaska Airlines' marketing strategy entails that the airlines must strive to keep understanding their clients and their ongoing needs. Also, as a company that has experienced success and has received many awards, including several Freddies, the most prestigious service award for the airlines, Alaska Air needs to keep rethinking ways of how to improve service and stand out from competitors. Finally, yearly evaluations done by the board of directors will allow Alaska Airlines to find areas in which to improve its service. The financial objective for Alaska Airlines is to become more profitable over the next year. With the goal of increasing our market share by 5%, we expect our profits to raise by 5%, from $1.2 billion per year to $1.26 in the coming year. We also want to keep the cash flow positive and gross margin higher than 90%. And now Daniel will give a quick summary.
Thank you, Emily. In short, Alaska Airlines plans to continually monitor customer needs in order to provide them with the best service possible. The goal is to attract new customers because of the superior service they receive and retain satisfied customers. The ultimate goal is to increase Alaska Airlines' market share in order to overcome the rising cost of flying and to increase revenue.